Morning folks, how are we all? Hope you're well. Welcome to another stream on the channel. Bit of Daily Race C. Starting early this week, normally not got a stream going before Wednesday, but we're on Tuesday morning for a wee change, so welcome along to the stream folks, hope you're well. Group 4 at Brands Hatch today, very much became coming an Alpha 4C one make race because it's very good at looking after the front tyres, but we're going to use the Citroen in this one because why not, and we can make the tyres last anyway. But nice to see you all in the chat nice and early. Yeah, Arkies, don't say I'm no good to you, changing that thumbnail just to complete your life. But yeah, I knew I spelled Citroen wrong. Demo pointed out to me the other day that I spell Citroen wrong all the time, so when I made that thumbnail I thought, well, the way I normally spell it's wrong, let's try this way and see if that's right, and it turned out I think it was even more wrong than the way I used to spell it, but I'll remember that now, it's in the head, R-O-E-N, I'll remember that from now on, going forward. We will never spell Citroen wrong again. But Arkies, welcome to the stream. Aaron as well. We've got Nay is in. Nay thinks it's afternoon. I don't know if he's don't know where he is, if it's afternoon, but if it's afternoon there's a lot of things lying to me at the moment. Woody Boy's here, Jay is here as well. Good to see you folks. He did some science testing, the conclusion is if you're as slow as me the tyres last just fine. Sometimes that's the secret, just to drive a little bit slower, it honestly is. You just put less stress through the tyres. So what I have done in this one is I've actually softened the car on the right hand side, so I went from 30 down to 23 and from 40 down to 34, and I've just taken a couple of clicks off on the rear to try and softens the car up a little bit. I think it helps look after the tyres. It could be a complete placebo, to be perfectly honest with you, but the very first race I did in the Citroen, my tyres were pretty awful, to be honest with you, and then when I made these changes the tyres felt better at the end of the race. So it could well be placebo, could well have been a temperature thing, could well have been a driving thing, but I've been doing it since and it seems to work quite well. Anyway, what have we got in this one? We've got a Ferrari up in P2, lots of 4Cs, a Supra in front of me, which is not great, and only 14 people in this race, geez oh. Can confirm if you drive like me the tyres are dead lap 6 or 7. Nadim, welcome to the stream. In the Alpha, alright, in the Alpha. Well, what I basically do, Arkies, is see for the first couple of laps, I just take it really easy. Don't push the car at all, because I think if you sort of look after the tyres in the first couple of laps, it's where you can do the most tyre saving. But you've still got to, in this Citroen, I still feel I've got to look after the tyres pretty much for the duration of the race. I don't think I'm as good at sort of naturally looking after the tyres anymore as I used to be in this game. I think when the game launched I was good at looking after the tyres just with my natural driving style. GT Sport I was very good at looking after tyres, just I didn't really have to do any tyre saving, the tyres just looked after themselves, but I think in the way the physics are now and stuff, I think my tyres are just kind of maybe slightly above average. You doing, Demo? Nice to see you. Oh, dearie me. Oh, see ya. Fighting for P10 if this lot are not careful. Beat the crap out of each other in the opening laps. I'm going to serve that this lap now. A shame. Almost the most professional streamer, but he does like iron brew. No worries, Arkies. Have to be a bit more aggressive, losing bucketloads of time here. You doing, Sparks? Needed that one. Definitely the Citroen. Jeez, oh man. Usually quicker than that, Lawford. So Lawford, you're slowing a week in the jail, mate. Right, we've lost so much time there, but we'll see if we can get up onto the 4 seconds. A lot of time to try and make up, especially in a car that will be slowing down compared to the Alphas towards the end. Your tyres are halfway at this point. You doing, car? How? Maybe a GTR. It's a brave choice. Does the wee changes to the suspension as well definitely make this car feel quite nice to drive. Oh, Titan Gamer, welcome to the stream. No problem at all. No problem at all, mate. Happy to help. You will enjoy the wheel a lot. Any questions about the wheel, just pop into a stream or just whack a question somewhere in a video and I'll be happy to answer them. There's a Supra up there. There's that Ferrari in front of us as well. So they're both going to be dead on the tyres. They've got a lot more positions to make up here. Yeah, damn work, Sparks. Might try that McLaren at some point after seeing you drive it last night, Sparks. There's quite a good pace in it, plus you seem to make the tyres last as well. Nice to have another option. You should quit. Pearson, how you doing? He may just serve that. Right. Oh, just don't scrub your tyres like that, Wombo. You will not, thank you. Hey Tonic, mate, how you doing? Just puffs of smoke. Ferrari will be dying on those tyres now. No idea why the Ferrari's got such bad tyre wear at the moment. No more Citroen. Driving off the racing line, eh? He served his penalty. See one more just ahead. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, seriously? It's not going to do my tyres any good getting scraped along the ground like that, are they? That won't do them any good. Obviously just an accident, which is fine. I maybe need to drive it again, Toric. I used to love the Ferrari, but I mean, it probably has been a while since I last drove it in anger. Not doing too bad with it this drive, to be fair. I'm going to predict he's going to understeer into me here. But he would have. I've got bucket loads of understeer behind him. Making this, I thought he'd be absolutely dead on tyres by now. Really did. Right, you let me back on track. He's fighting that just a bit too hard, isn't he? I think you're fighting that a bit hard, buddy. Through. You doing, Cartman? Forgot how hard it is to look at chat whilst Going round Brands Hatch. Fair play to the Ferrari driver though. Keeping the car alive that long. We check his tyres actually at the end of this. Maybe the Ferrari's not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, that was a bit elbows out, wasn't it? It was a wee bit. I would say in that instant we're maybe as bad as each other, so. I felt I'd kept the car alongside enough round the hairpin to get a wee bit of room to get back on the track, which I never really got, but maybe never realised I was there. Yeah, never cost any of us really anything, so it's all good. Oh, I did a test run, Cartman, in the. Alright, I just see your question there. Anyone tested 86 on tyres? I tried a custom race with it, Cartman, because I always liked the 86 round here, and the front tyres were disgusting. Absolutely horrendous in terms of tyre wear. I don't think there's any way you're going to get a race distance out of the. I don't think there's any way you get a race distance out of the 86, unfortunately. Shadow Realm, Shanty the fans. No, there was nothing. I don't think there was anything that warranted that demo. I don't think there was anything that warranted that. Just I kind of made the assumption that you must be dead on tyres, and so probably went for a move that probably wasn't quite on at the time. Whereas it looked like his actual tyres were okay, to be fair, so I'm going to go and take a wee look at that. I'm quite impressed. Yeah, the Force's OP because of the tyre wear tonic. It looks after the front tyres so well. So its front tyres are only about, I don't know, 65, maybe 70% worn, depending on the driver. Its rear tyres, its rear left's a little bit sketchy towards the end, but I think it maintains enough grip that you don't need to worry about it. Plus you've just got so much more front grip than any other car come the end of the race. Plus I think it's capable of a very decent lap time as well. I think the Citroen's quicker. I think the Citroen's quicker at the beginning of the race. And probably some other cars will be quicker at the beginning of the race as well. No worries, Cartman. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I appreciate your company this morning. Hope you're all well. Hi Das, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I've maybe missed a few folk coming in saying hello, and if I have, I do apologise, but as I said, yeah, Sparks was using the McLaren last night, Tonic, and seemed to have like similar tyre wear to what I've got in the Citroen, so I think it can definitely work. Wait a minute. How has he got so much tyres left on the Ferrari? I mean, he's not going particularly quick, to be fair, which might be something to do with it, but he's got better tyres than me. Got a Citroen with dead tyres. Look at the front tyres on the Alfa. Although, well, that could be a pad versus, that could be a wheel versus pad issue. Look at this guy's tyres. Is he driving? I can't believe how well he's looked after those tyres in that Ferrari. have to try. Citroen, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, good to see you. I'm pretty sure I could do it. I mean, I don't know if it's because the lap times are so slow and that's why the tyres have been looked after in the Ferrari, but that surprised me a lot actually. The front tyre's better than mine. Where's the Supra? Look at the Supra. When did the Supra run out of tyres? He's technically ran out of them already, but just into lap 9. Idas, thank you very much for joining as a member. Very much appreciated. A Womble officer as well, the highest tier. Very kind of you, Idas. Thank you very much for joining and enjoy the members only content. There's quite a lot of it now. If you're looking for some other some of the stuff that I get up to in Gran Turismo 7 that doesn't make the channel, then there's loads of members content there. Loads and loads of it now actually, to be fair. I think there's over 50 pieces of members only content. Anyone else had a go in the Renault? You mean the Megane Trophy, Pearson? Yeah, I've seen people in it. I've seen people using the Megane Trophy. Actually, just want to check the oil. Right, let's jump into another one. We'll stay in the Citroen just now. We'll try and get a few solid results under our belt, and then we can maybe consider expanding our horizons car-wise. I'm kinda tempted to give that Ferrari a try now, just because I've seen somebody else make the tyres last to the end. I always see that as a challenge. Sorry, yeah, the Megane Trophy I think is pretty decent, yeah. I mean, some people... It's hard to judge, right, because I know people who are on the wheel who have, like, significantly worse tyre wear than me. I know people on the wheel that have got better tyre wear than me. I know people on the pad that have got worse. I know people on the pad that have got similar. So it's hard to just go, like, this car's good on tyres or that car's bad on tyres. I think a lot of it comes down to the driver in a lot of cases. So you could use that Megane Trophy, and because I think people are saying the tyres are quite bad on the Megane Trophy, but I think a lot of people could use it and probably be absolutely fine. The best thing to do, as Damo said to Jay earlier on, set up a custom race with the same settings, 11 laps, and do a race and see how your tyres... I mean, even if you only do 6 laps, you'll get an idea of how the tyres are going to last over the race distance. I mean, it'll only take you, what, 10 minutes to test a car? And you'll have an idea whether you can use it in the race. Let's go completely. Let's make the car super soft and see what happens. Let's just go the minimum on compression and expansion just to see what happens. Oh, 100% Tonic, 100%. Let's see how this feels before we... I'm not sure, buddy boy. I remember watching a video saying that, you know, steering sensitivity does affect the wheel, and I think you're supposed to have it on 5, I think, somebody said, but I'm not. There's other people who tell you it has no effect. Oh, I don't know, it might be the... That corner might be problematic with the settings like this. Loxy, how you doing? Feels like I'm getting less scrub on the tyres through the force feedback with that. I don't know. We'll see if it makes a difference. 80% brake, wait for car to rotate in rear rather than relying 100% on steering to turn in. Yep, Tonic, I'd agree, yep. The braking one's quite hard to do, to be fair. But I always concentrate when I'm looking after tyres on trying to keep the wheel as straight as possible. So even going through like gentle curves. See if you like coming out the last corner when the track straightens up. See if you've got the wheel turned that much as you're going through that corner compared to like that much. It's probably going to make a little bit of a difference to the tyre wear. Right folks, I need a pee before this one starts. I'll be back in a wee minute. Never realised Sparks was in the race. I see Tonic in front of us. Good luck folks, good luck, have a good race. Tonic's a bit of a tyre whisperer as well. Had to listen while sawing stockfish. Wow. It's cheesy. No. Listen cheesy a few times yesterday. I meant to ask, has anybody seen Dead Dave about in any streams? I've seen him in... I've seen him about in any of our streams for a wee bit. I know he wasn't well, but Just wondering if anybody had seen him. Possibly lurking elsewhere. Yeah, we lost a lot of time there, haven't we? He may have been with the boy, he may have been. I mean, it might have been as recent as that he was in the stream, but it's just that because he's in every single stream, or has been, you know, you notice when somebody's not in. As I said, I know he wasn't feeling well. If you're out there, Dave, lurking, or if you're watching this back, let us know you're alright. Seriously, past this guy, he's one of... Seems to be quite happy to fight for 15th place and lose time to everybody else. Buddy. Is this really doing any of us any good? Quite well, get them pinned over to the left there, so we take a terrible line. There's a point with the boy. I could just check race A, couldn't I? See if he's done a lap time. Right. This guy finds pace now that I'm past him. I think this change has improved the tyre wear, but I think it's made the car slow as well, to be fair. It feels a bit floaty. He's pitting. That's what we're pitting for. Unless he's driving, he's had to pit. He's going to come right out where I am, I think. So yeah, I think we've definitely improved the tyre wear massively with that change, but the car is now slow. This Supra's coming up behind us with fresh tyres. He was pitting there. It was up. This guy was getting past us anyway, so. Is it witchcraft? I think it's... I've always said that how early you can get on the throttle is, and how early you see it is like the difference between a lot of skill level and a lot of drivers. It's like the really fast guys just see that point where you can get on the throttle and keep the car on the track. They just see it before you. That sheer confidence. He did. Captain Ziggy. bloody 2 Supras behind me, I think, with fresh tyres. Corner. Tonic's up in P-Bombo. Tonic was in P-Bombo. Maybe you're in it, but we very nearly weren't in it because we nearly crashed as well. God, my car's so slow at the moment. The Supra's a rocket in a straight line, isn't it? Oh, it's off. We're destined for P7. It's ours. I'll be making this change to the car again. Don't think. How you doing, Atom? Welcome along. Off. Oh my. That wasn't scary in the slightest, just waiting on the man ghosting in the worst possible opportunity. Yeah, I started ghosting and killed the other guy behind me. Right, definitely not doing that to the car again. We had no pace there. We had no pace. You dismantled your PS5 for the first time to clean the fan cooling system and reassembled it. How far apart did you? How far apart did you take it apart? Did you just take the covers off, or did you go deeper than that? Red Fox, welcome to the stream. Ian, nice to see you. Kiefsky as well, welcome to the stream, Kiefsky. I can't really look at chat too much during the race, folks, unfortunately. You know what Brands Hatch is like. There's not really even... There's hardly a straight worth talking about, but good to see you, folks. How many souls has Brands claimed today so far? Well, not mine, to be fair. It's not claimed mine so far. But it's definitely claimed a few over the course of the stream. Sparks with the victory in the 650S. Very nice indeed. Well done, Sparks. Alright, I see you're talking about a Torx driver, so you went full take apart. From the back here's going to get frustrating fast. Yes, Tonic, yes. Yeah, it's one of these ones that you probably have to go in just to accept, and if you go from the back anyway, that it's going to get messy sometimes. I've been quite lucky, to be fair. I've been quite lucky. The races I've done from the back, I've managed to largely avoid the chaos. That Alpha sucks for speed, yeah. It's, I guess when you're defending in it, you can't use its full kind of potential in the corners. It looks really slow, but I think in clean air the Alpha's really fast because you can just whip it round the corners quite like anything else. Unplugging and removing the fan. I've never went as far as that. I take the covers off once a month and clean it best I can from there. It's definitely worth doing because it's so easy to do. Nay did a daily and he's physically shaking with anger. Oof. What one did you do, Nay? Where have you been? Need to tell us about it. Sonic, welcome along to the stream. Good to see you. John as well. Just in to leave a like. You've got to run. No worries, John. You've probably already disappeared before I noticed your name. Lando Novice kept hitting the back of you. Oh, is that who punted you off in the end, Tonic? I cursed you. I literally went, oh, Tonic's up in P1, and then literally about 2 seconds later you went off the track. Yeah, Pearson's right, mate. Sometimes the daily races are going to just drive you to complete and utter meltdown. You've seen me, you see the way I go off sometimes. It's definitely going to happen to you. But you will have good races as well, that's the thing. Oh, that tea is pretty cold now. Let's take a wee look at the end of the race. It says Sparks and... Ooh, Sparks had no tyres left, but his lap times are very, very impressive. You know, even in lap 10, still in the 29s. I think I can do 29s in the Citroen, not with that set up right enough. I could barely get into the 29s with the suspension that soft. Here were Tonic's tyres. Oh, your tyres are good, Tonic. Pretty good. Let's see what happened to you. Let's see how you ended up in the kitty litter. Novice hit you, then Ziggy hit you. Ziggy said everybody was hitting him. Oh! It's a bad one. Did he clip the... I don't know if he clipped the grass there. Did he clip the grass? I think he broke too late anyway, but... Yeah. Strange one, to be fair. Strange one. I nearly flew off the track at this point as well. Yeah, brake too late, definitely. I think he did put his wheel on the grass and then. Do you know what I think happened, Tori? I know he broke too late, but I think he went on the grass and he panicked and then pulled the car to the right to get off the grass and then clipped the back of you. Because I don't think it would have been as bad if, you know, he kind of just hit you at such a funny angle to send you speeding off the track. But he definitely braked too late, 100%. You've been doing brands, 2 dailies, 1 wheel punch. Finish with crap calling by stars. Purposely demoted yourself to E. Right, we'll go in the Citroen again. Setup changes, you forgot about that. What are people doing? I just, well, I'll show you exactly what I do. I take the front down to 23 and I take the expansion down to 34 and I take 2 clicks off either side here, and that seems to work for me. But I don't know if this really does anything. I could probably just leave that at that and it'd be absolutely fine. In fact, I'll leave it at that for this one. But that's all I've been doing. I feel that kinda helps look after the front left tyre a little bit. David, how you doing? Yeah, I murdered Ziggy at Sardinia as well, Jay. On stream. No, murder's maybe a bit harsh, but certainly it was a bit of an assault. Torrent does make a good point, Nay. This is Brands Hatch, I know, stock race, worn tyres, people driving like numpties most of the time is maybe not the best daily race to try and get into. But you know, you will have some good races. If you stick at it, you'll have some good races. John Boss, welcome to the stream. DR means nothing now. Yeah, well, I guess it still has some kind of meaning. I certainly don't worry about my DR anymore to the extent I used to back in the GT Sport days. Logic there's to soften the suspension, yeah. From my understanding, if you stiffen the suspension, the tyres, if you kind of overdrive it into the corner and the car's too stiff, you'll scrub the tyre along the track. So if the car's a bit softer, the tyre should theoretically grip a bit more. There should be less kind of scrubbing of the tyre, but you might be taking life out of the tyre just purely through grip as well. I don't know. I've never pretended to know too much about these things, but I think it's better to have your tyre over grip than scrub. That's my theory. Yeah, I think everyone's in I think the Supra's dominating the leaderboards now. Well, no, James is in the F-Type. As is Woody Boy. So Supra, F-Type and P8. You say that, Atom, you say it's great advice. I mean, that's just my theory. I don't really have a whole lot to back it up. As I said though, the first race I did in the Citroen yesterday, I never made any setup changes, and you know, the front left tyre was pretty, it still had a little bit of life to it, but it was definitely pretty bad. And then I made those changes to the setup. I just softened the front of the car, and it made seemed to make a decent difference to the tyre wear, so I'm sticking with it. Simon, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. He's done well to get that Jag there. Yeah, well, it does look like it's competitive though, Woody Boy. I mean, there is a Jag here in the top 10. It's only a couple of attempts off P1. It's not, I mean, Gino's obviously a fast, right? Where's all the big names, by the way? Where's all the big names? Kingy's up there on P29 in the world. Yeah, I'm okay. It's the other drivers around me that do my head in. 100%, nay. First rule of sim racing, blame the other drivers for everything. Blame your car, blame the track, blame the conditions, blame the weather outside in real life. Blame the lack of sleep. Never blame yourself. It's never your fault. It's never your fault. That's the first rule of sim racing. I was going to continue to tell you some of the things you can just blame for things going wrong, but it might have started getting controversial. So I'll just got to remember you're on YouTube sometimes, you know. There's certain things you're not allowed to talk about. And the old YouTube police will be right on you. They're always listening. Always listening. Somebody's ghosted up there, up ahead of us. Not seen that for a while, somebody being a permanent ghost. Yeah, I mean, it's not a massive pit loss, is it? But I think I mean, if you started at the front in this race and pitted on lap 5, you wouldn't be too bad shape. So it's interesting, right, because sometimes I'm seeing that Alpha as a ghost, but that doesn't necessarily mean everybody else is. See, Shelty's in this race. Is Shelty in the Audi TT? Let's see if I McLaren really does lack acceleration when it's not allowed to. Save it, and I'll get a penalty. Thank you. See if he's been off the track then, I'd have got a penalty. Also, never compare an alien doing a different strategy to somebody that's not an alien. He's great. Can I get past you? Great. I need it, like, you know, I appreciate you giving me a cards whiff there, but, you know, a cards whiff plus a tiny little drop more would have been nice. I was entitled to go for a move there, my friend. Well, you bumped me into that corner. That's dead sensible. Look at. What did Adam say that had to get deleted? Interesting. Sean, welcome to the stream. Nah, it's a race, you can't race. That's what always happens. See, whenever I realise I'm going to, like, it's coming up from Monday, it's just coming up for my days off, I'm like, oh, good, right. I know the daily race is going to be, I've got all week to race it if it's a good one, so it was not such a good one. This guy's not a ghost anymore. Hey, you were talking about the Silver yesterday, David. It's definitely a car I've not seen anybody in or talking about. And he's off. There's Donick. So it's going to be enough though. That Alfa's not got terrible acceleration. Can't see me go round the outside either. Oh. He's going to give this up, what do you reckon? Of course not. So, because that driver that didn't give that corner up, he lost 4 positions because of it. See you later, John. You're feeling better in the morning? Or after a sleep? Yeah, give nothing off. And the car's so much better to drive when I don't don't touch the rear suspension. That's what I'll suggest. Unless you do the opposite with the rear suspension as you do with the front suspension. I don't know. A 20 out of nowhere. I was not expecting that, I'm not going to lie. Oh, that's not very good driving, though. Only 5 years ago I had 6. Good to see Rory doing something a bit different. Taking the Supra out and doing a pit stop, it's nice. Good idea actually. Things interesting. We're starting pole position. Oh hey, yeah. Car. Behave yourself. Oh. A whole lot more braking there than I thought I was going. Oh, you going too slow, buddy. bit as McLaren's dead on tyres, isn't it? Oh. No, that was kind of predictable. How you doing, Neil? Good to see you, mate. Up at the B7. Let's see what sort of lap times the. Been doing the Citroen for 2 laps. Oh no, Toric's off. Toric, yeah, update. How you doing, Hugo? Good to see you. Oh, Citroen, stop doing that at that corner. See if we can finish off with 29, it'll be tough. I might try I might actually start stiffening the suspension at the rear, just to see what it does. Because we know softening it just made the car slower. The tyre's pretty hard on this one. .6 optimal. Oh, 30.1 to finish. The 29 wasn't quite there. Rita Sylvia's brilliant with tyres, just the front left dies. FR, just an FR car for you, David. FR car for you. Cheers, Tonic. Well, it would have been yours, to be fair, if you hadn't binned it. Under no pressure. Charlie, how you doing? Any World of Tanks streams planned? I'll be streaming World of Tanks tonight, so I will. I was streaming World of Tanks tonight, mate. I've not done enough with that channel, to be honest with you. I need to start doing a wee bit more on it. I see why Atom had his message deleted. Using bad words. Stiffer suspension should help corn, but tyres die. I don't want dead tyres. That was a good wee race though. Gets a bit messy sometimes, you know. I think who was it we had? It was a little bit messy with Well, to be fair, we kind of went side by side with the Austrian driver. I mean, I'll give you an example, right? If you ever find yourself in this situation, right? Go and take a look at it. Nice to see you in the chat though, Charlie. But yeah, I'll be streaming some World of Tanks tonight. Probably. Things can change. Sometimes I end up in the pub, so. There's the Austrian driver. He's driving auto drive. So we kind of went side by side through. This was all good. It's all fine. We got contact there. Then I thought, right, I'm not going to fight that. I'll just give up. So they have a little bit of a moment there. Now, if I'm this driver, right, I've just had a bit of a moment, and I'm under pressure from that other. I would give this up every single day of the week. I would give this situation up. And you know, I mean, he gave me the room. We drove through it fine, but we went through so slow that these guys all just caught up, and he just fought it too long. Ends up off the track. Take a look at that one again. I mean, I'd say that's a clear case of him turning into me. So I would. And then ultimately that's it. His race is over because he's fought that for so long. You know, which you're entitled to do, but hey doing Flash, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I think you mean RNG, pub versus RNG, yeah. I know what you mean, Demo. Or pub versus rig, I know what you mean. I guess because I do sit in the rig when I'm playing World of Tanks as well. Yeah, no contest. I was at the pub yesterday though, not yesterday, the day before. Sunday, it was Tuesday. Yeah, I was at the pub on Sunday. I was sensible though, folks. I was sensible. Right, let's. Will we change things up? Will we go in? Let's try this McLaren. To me, it looks like it's not got very much acceleration. This McLaren. Do you know what? We'll just do the same setup changes we do to the. We'll do the same setup change we do to the Citroen. Welcome back, Arkeys. Good to see you again. Logically, a soft suspension setup would wear the tyres the most. Sorry, I'd have given that up and tried to get the optimal line through. Me too, sorry, me too. That's why I'm kind of saying it. Tanks is a much more acceptable game to stream drunk, yeah. I mean, I kind of lose the plot and swear enough whilst I'm sober playing that game, Keefsky. I don't think the world needs to see the profanity that would come out my mouth playing that drunk, that's for sure. Yeah, Jay, I'm not sure softer suspension would give you more tyre wear. I think I was kind of saying it earlier on. I think if you stiffen the suspension up, you've got more chance of scrubbing the tyres on the track, which would cause tyre wear. So I'm of the opinion, and I'm no expert, and I'm not saying this is absolutely correct, but I'm of the opinion that stiffer suspension might be worse for tyre wear if you're overdriving the car. Yeah, well, you've just said exactly what I said there. Jay, that's kind of the way I see it, yeah. I imagine the amount of toilet breaks as well if one was drinking during stream, yeah. I mean, I'm never about out the toilet when I'm in the pub, that's for sure. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tonic, about the acceleration in this car. It looks... I said that during the race, if you can't actually carry the speed through the cords in the car, then its acceleration looks awful. That's enough practice. That's enough practice. I know what you mean, Flash, but I don't think it has a huge impact. I don't think I don't think you're going to find a second or lose a second or anything with the tuning. I think it's an interesting idea just to sort of have one little thing to play with, if I'm honest with you, because it means you can experiment and just do a bit of trial and error. Like in a couple of races ago, we made the suspension as soft as possible, and we improved the tyre wear, but we made the car slow. So I kinda, I feel like it, just because it's one thing I can change, I can just, I can play about with it enough and try and learn it. I'd agree with you, I wouldn't want full setups to come in because, A, I don't know enough about it, B, there's so many variables to change, and C, people would start selling setups, which is not a good thing. We all just need to go to a setup article, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Flash, I reckon if you did 10 laps with no tuning and 10 laps with the dampers tuned, you'd probably just end up setting very similar lap times. So what's Dave saying? I missed that, it's just disappeared. I made a happy medium once. You didn't see what was coming though. Yeah, but yeah, I can accept this. I can accept these sort of minor tweaks I can make to the car. But yeah, if they brought full setups in, it would put me off playing as well. It would definitely put me off playing. I think it's fine, they can, there's 52 weeks in the year. There's no harm in having 4 of those weeks over the course of a year with full tuning, just for variety. Andrew Black, welcome to the stream. Well, that's it, Jay, isn't it? That's it. You can't keep everybody happy. We've all got different opinions, of what we want in the game. So, I mean, there's absolutely zero reason why they can't just have an extra additional daily race that's for tuning. There's no reason for it. I don't care what people say about the player base and that. It would not break it up enough to have an extra daily race in. Yeah, but I know where you come from, Flash. I do know where you come from, but at the same time, I will give PD a little bit of credit for mixing things up a little bit and trying something a little bit different, which is what I've been kind of crying out for a long time. But yeah, Tonic, you were saying about that race on Saturday. Yeah, it was pretty epic, pretty crazy race, that 35 lap race around Suzuka. I have to admit, it was very well done. Do you know what it kind of showed me is that it shows me how much control PD have over the weather, because that felt the way the weather worked in that was very realistic. How slow it came in, and you know, the one part of the track getting wet first and then spreading over the rest of the track, and then the track gradually drying rather than, you know what it's like, sometimes the track dries in like 3 or 4 laps when you're doing like custom races and stuff. So yeah, I thought the way they did the weather and that was superb, absolutely superb. Yeah, people love all that kind of drag racing stuff, don't they, Flash? They really do. Still a PSD from trying to get Scotty through setup sheets. Oh my god, I was that for the NSX car around the Nordschleifer. Right, I wasn't really keeping a track. I see James is up in pole. Is James in his Jaguar? I never noticed the James in the Jaguar. Or was he went with the Alpha? Jackson, Rory's back, Tonic's in. Good luck to anybody racing. I maybe missed a few people in the midfield. Yeah, James has done that in the Jaguar. I think he's like top 50 in the world, Flash, something like that. We were kind of looking at leaderboards earlier on. So I changed this at what? Over the gear? Oh, I've just driven off the track. You idiot. I did that in an FIA race when I was winning. Was I winning P2 maybe? It's quite a long FIA race in Group 4 around this track, and I literally just drove off the track in a straight line. Is that why you're not been racing then, Flash? Because of the tuning? There's I know you've probably not done a stream for a couple of weeks now, have you? Oh, don't like this car, I must admit, so far. Wall of Alpha in front of me. Can't get to drop that much, Sean. He has to get a penalty for that. 100% I'd get a penalty for that. Right. How you doing there, Dan? Sausage as well, welcome along, good to see you folks. Thank you for getting us over the 50 likes as well. Tyre wear looks good, but then I've hardly been pushing ever. Quite often you do that at the beginning of the race, you think, oh, my tyres look really good for this stage of the race, but it's because you've not actually been able to really take any life out of the tyres, because you can't actually go round the corners very fast. But that front tyre looks lovely after 3 laps. Lodgy, how you doing? Oh, don't touch that curb. Oh, buddy, you just drove out the back of me with your dirty tyres. Kept having errors in the lobby, that's not good. Oh, right in front of me as ever. Always just in front of me, isn't it? James and the Jaguar. The pit boys. penalty there. Feels quite nice this. I don't like it as much as the Citroen. But then I have driven the Citroen about 6 or 7 times, so... and that tyre that was looking quite good initially is not looking quite so good now. We are only 3.4 seconds off the lead as well. I think he pitted because he's in the Jaguar. I think if he starts at the front, the pit stop strategy is not terrible. I've seen a few people making it work decently. I'm going to have no tyres left at the end here. Have some patience, Sean. Just pushes, look, they're all up there. You can all fight them if you just... Oh, you can't push me a break and something like that though. Give it to them. Just can't compete with the Alfa on its tyres. Yeah, who knows? That gaggle up there. Struggling. Yeah, the new Mazda looks interesting. Tail gunner now. Do we have enough tyres to resist the Alphas though? That is the question. You'd understand on the side where we've got good tyres. Oh, do we fight this? This is... I think we do. I think we have to. Is the last lap? Oh! Wall of death. Come on, McLaren! Drag race! The Super's so quick in the straight! We held it on. Good race, Cheesy. Good race. GG's to Tonic up P4. James just didn't manage to get through the traffic in the Jaguar. Cheers, Arkeys. Yeah. Only because Cheesy was so respectable, to be fair. I think with some other drivers, maybe somebody that wasn't a viewer, we might have been pushed out the way by some other drivers, but Cheesy was very respectable. Is it an FF demo? I was wondering that. It's a Mazda 3, isn't it? Or Mazda 3's FFs? I don't know. Hope not. My god, the F-Type is shit. Welcome to the stream, James. Welcome to the stream. You pitted and had red tyres by the end, jeez oh. It definitely does, Hugo, doesn't it? We seem to be picking up pieces. I think that's 3 in a row, to be fair. I think that's 3 in a row. It's good to see though that the one stop and the no stop when you've got drivers of like equal ability is actually Wispy, the Belgian at the back's telling me and Tonic to qualify. But it's good to see that when you've got drivers like similar speeds, that the one stop and the no stop's not that far apart. See, I know where this driver's coming from. To be fair, he's obviously getting peeved off with me coming through from the back every single race. The road car Mazda 3 in the game is 4-wheel drive. Kind of puts you off it, doesn't it? Guy in the green Ferrari here from earlier. Saw him fighting it a bit hard, crazy. No, I take it you were the guy that I was kind of surprised by the tyres. No need to apologise, by the way. No need to apologise. I was kind of saying, Alec, that I was kind of... I think I was being a bit aggressive because I thought your tyres would be dead, but your tyres were actually okay. So, no, I appreciate you coming in. And I didn't realise you're playing in VR, so yeah, I do some VR racing as well. So I know it's, I know visibility in racing situations can be a bit difficult. But yeah, no, nice to race with you, and certainly don't feel the need to come in and apologise. Absolutely not. Yeah, you agree with him, especially here. I might say a wee mid pack qualifying time, to be honest with you, because we are losing quite a bit of time at the beginning. So, do you know what? What have we got? What are we? We could do a couple more races and maybe go in something and actually start doing a pit stop. What do you reckon to that? We've had some solid results, so we could maybe try some different cars and just try the pit stop strategy. Yeah, he definitely wants me to qualify. What we do with some of the other drivers are doing, when we jump in the Supra or jump in the F-Type and do a pit stop strategy for a couple of races. Yeah, I'm going to go in the Jaguar. I'm not going to change anything in the setup. Yeah, don't be one of those back from the back aliens. Right, I do need to go for a pee and I need to get some juice. I'll set a qualifying time in the Jaguar and then we'll try and do something with this car. Either try and make the tyres last for a no stop or do a pit stop strategy. But yeah, got to keep things interesting, got to keep a bit of variety. I can't just drive the same car all the time and do the same strategy all the time. I need a bit of variety in my racing. Hey, we're back in a minute, folks. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I'm using the Jag, James. I like the Jag though. I've driven the Jag thousands of miles in the Jag here, so I'm quite comfortable in it. Yeah, the Mazda 10s are getting retired in both Group 3 and Group 4. Technically, I suppose, yeah. Not in the race, I'm not in the race. I'm in qualifying. Well, actually, oh no, Wispy's not going to be happy with me. I'm not going to get a qualifying time in. He's going to be raging if I do a qualifying time here and I'm still behind him, isn't he? I've just got it on 5 because that's what we're driving like in the race for the tyre, look after the front tyres. Yeah, Tonic's Apex Twin, James, yep. Appreciate your company this morning, folks. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully there's been some entertainment along the way and the racing's been pretty decent. 50 will be in the stream. Very nice indeed. So qualifying time, it's not a very good qualifying time. Overtake. Yeah, where is your qualifying time, James? You top 20? Top 20 in the world with that time? James hated the Jaguar that much, he's back in it again. Sparks is in the Swift. He's in the 4C. Dale Boy's in as well. Oh, what's going on, man? Oh, and Wispy's not even here to see me set a qualifying time. You doing there? Never quit. Welcome along. So much for a lap. Yeah, I didn't get a very good one either. I mean, I think I was on for like a 28.7 on my second lap. Morning, Dale Boy. How you doing, mate? It's still morning. Yeah, not bad, never quit, not bad. It's been a good fun little stream so far, some decent racing. Don't know how to give up. Like a challenge, James, like a challenge. It's alright, Sparks will hold everybody up in that Suzuki Swift anyway. Nice apex. '13th in the world. Yeah, because I seen King of yours is like third on my friends list and he was 29, so I knew you were going to be pretty high up there. Jaguar power! Puny Alpha. It's the cat coming through. Whoa! Jeez, that was a good wee move actually. I was not expecting that, I'm not going to lie. Oh, a wee bit of track to play with would have been nice. Well, you're in the McLaren, +5 on the brake balance deal, boy. If you're listening, you'll need to look after that front left. It's pretty toast by the end. Oh, sorry, Todd, I'm getting pushed into this gap. Todd, I get bump drafted past you there. I was letting you have the corner. Somebody just drove out the back of me. Rear damage. Which one's a bit dodgy? Wow, right outside of an Alpha. He's very compliant, to be fair. He was very compliant. Which I appreciate. Oh, jeez, oh, Jaguar, what are you doing? I feel like I got hit in the rear, but I didn't. It's a wee bit dodgy. Clean racing for Spa, yes, it does happen occasionally. Something in the Group 4 Genesis. Okay. Deliberate or not? What do we reckon? Did they lose it and take that driver out, or was that deliberate? I'm not 100% sure. Apologising. There's two cars off up there. What's going on? Whoa. It's much faster than us. Yeah, I seen you off the track there, James. Man. Yeah, we seem to be drawn to it like a magnet, don't we, Hugo? What's your Lexus like for tyre wear? I'd imagine bad. I need to pick this car, folks. I've not done any tyre saving at all. Don't put intermediates on. Give me a fresh set of soft tyres and let's go party. Yeah, maybe David actually, because it does do some weird stuff, this car. Welcome to the stream, consumer. Worse than mine after 3 laps. Yeah, I do think PD need to, when they do these races, they need to think about giving the controller players a strategy that can work. Need to consider that, I think. Oh no! That's not where the track is, Bobo. That's my first driving mistake today. Too hard, I think. Too hard, overdriving. The problem with the strategy though, isn't it, is they're committed to a 20-minute race. I mean, they could do a better job than what they're doing with the strategy, but the shortness of the race does make it a lot harder to put multiple strategies in. That bloody worn tyres, why am I so slow? Better lap. Get races carefully, yeah. How's Dan? How you doing, mate? Yeah, it definitely has then, that's what I'm saying. But it's PD that's committed to that. I don't think too many people would mind if race C became like hourly. Half an hour long with a bit of qualifying. So slow through the corners I can't actually get a run. He went wide and then came right into the apex, didn't he? Am I mistaken there? He went wide and then just came straight into the apex and bounced off my car. I can't make it disappear. Get sparked up in P2 with the Suzuki. awful second stint. An awful second stint. Yeah, I thought so. God, that was driving so badly here. Dundale boy. It could be my next car choice, the Swift. Not from the back of the grid, I don't fancy it very much. Oh. Andrew Black, welcome. Sorry, thanks for coming into the stream, appreciate it. Aye, that was I mean, I don't think we were getting much better than P8. We maybe might have been able to catch Dale and overtake him if we hadn't made the mistakes, but Swift OP in the TT here. I can't remember that one demo, I'm going to be honest with you, but Group 4 time trial around Brands Hatch, I can't actually remember that. Yeah, but good job from Sparks anyway. Yeah, Blackbird came from the back up to P4 in the Citroen or the Citroen. Came down the track for 11 laps with a decent effort. Absolutely, Dale boy, absolutely. Reverse P steer, well, I suppose so. P9. Disappointing. I felt like I should have done better there. Maybe try that again. It's a little bit different, isn't it? But Christ, when you push that Jaguar, you absolutely murder the tyres. Absolutely kills the tyres when you push it. Welcome to the stream, A-Duck. Nice to see somebody new in the chat. Welcome along. You'll find that friendly place. Everyone will be nice to you. Feel free to ask any Gran Turismo 7 or some racing related questions. TT and FF Group 4 a while back. I don't remember that at all, Woody boy, I must admit. I don't remember that at all. Soft in front, stiff in rear. Might try something with it, David. Might try something with it. Tonic got the P-Wombo. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Ali. I think people in the Alpha would just have driven the last lap on dead tyres personally, but it's probably better set up for like a soft medium tyres mandatory, but then would people just, because I think, right, soft, medium tyres mandatory, the medium strategy, the no stop on the medium strategy wouldn't be the quickest way to do it, because you're losing 0.7 a second per lap over the soft tyres, which would last for about, you'd get 7 laps out of the soft tyres. Well, would everyone just then do a no stop on the mediums? I don't know. I think it'd be a lot closer, let's put it that way. Yeah, I think maybe 12 laps, soft and mediums mandatory. I think you would have the one stop and the no stop would be pretty close at that point. I think they'd be pretty close. Well, I don't even know what any of it means, Demo. I'm going to be honest with you, but I believe she comes into Sparks' streams as well. Right, let's. Do you know what? The Jaguar, I reckon we've got bad oil in the Jaguar. I reckon we've got bad oil. Nope, no excuses. Yeah, softs and mediums, 12 laps, mediums mandatory. That's what I would have done. So you could do the no stop on the mediums, or you could do a one stop soft medium. And I think both of those strategies would come in pretty close. Because you would get 8 laps out the soft tyres. With a decent advantage over the medium tyres. And then by the time you had your mediums on, your mediums would be in much better shape than other people's mediums, so you'd have an advantage at that point as well. I think it'd be fairly close. I don't think the pit loss is 13 seconds, by the way. I think it's less than that. I think it's more like 11 seconds. In any car I drive, have bad driver issues. Let's try and look after that front tyre a wee bit. Let's see if this works. See how it makes the car feel. Well, that's already pretty low, so it is. That's you 24-hour ban. Good actually. You doing mobile? Well, the stream. No, I've not tried the Alpha yet. Trying to beat the Alphas. in. Qualifying at Brands Hatch is just one of these tracks where you just throw caution to the wind and hope the car sticks like it didn't there. But we'll take a 28.6 in, that'll do us. Very good demo, very good. Where does that put us in the world? In the top 500. Happy days. Right, I'm going to chill for a wee minute before this one gets going. This probably be the last race of the stream, but we might do another one after, I don't know. Do you know what? See, the fact it's so much cooler now, it actually makes streaming more appealing because you're just not sitting here like a sweaty mess. So it's definitely more comfortable, that's for sure. Cheeky Dave, cheeky. At least it's good we don't get the bots anymore, isn't it? Maybe I jinxed myself there, but it is, they were certainly a bit of a problem at one point. Well, Hugo, there's some bloody weird folk out there, that is for sure. I wouldn't say it wasn't a terrible lap, Jay, to be fair. It was pretty decent. I reckon go a couple of times faster. Maybe down to like a 28.3 or maybe a 2, I don't know. It was a decent lap though. It certainly wasn't a kind of... It wasn't a nothing lap, let's put it that way. I cannot go considerably faster than that. Not in the Jaguar anyway, but yeah, it wasn't a terrible lap. Yeah, finally demo, yeah. It took them long enough, didn't it? Right, so what have we got in here? We've got Sparks in the 650S, we've got Trooper, still old Trooper at a punt. Rory's back, Tempo's in, RTR driver, Tempo at the front. Sometimes they can be a little bit temperamental, those boys and girls. How sad. Tonic's up in P8. We get Del Boy again. No, we got Hasnain in P15 in the NSX. That there. See, I see Hasnain do too many daily races. See how he gets on with that NSX. Used to race him a lot back in the GT Sport days. Lots of good races actually. Dizzy Heights is starting up in P10. Yeah, good luck on it. Wee bit twitchy. Oh, the pole sitter, it's the pole sitter. Oh, what's going on up here? Drifty Boys and Tonic. bounces off, it's cheesy again. I'm having a good time of it. Drag your power. There you go, there you go. Taillight, taillight. So bloody slow. Come on. Frederido. And run away. See you boys again after I've made my pit stop. Oh, dearie me. I should have my purple through there. Probably a decent fastest lap. Yeah, P6 again. In the sand, sand castles. Don't worry about me, Tonic. Just get back up to speed because I'll be pitting in a lap's time anyway. Get up to speed, mate. Lost the rhythm completely. It's so easy to do it. Det feel like a lagging. We're about to be last, folks. We're about to be last. Been a good run. See what we can do. Get your heating on for the first time. It is actually quite cold today here in Glasgow as well. Look at that gaggle of cars in front of us though. Don't know if any of them are going to pit. They look like Supras though, but they could be Alphas. Oh, Cod, I didn't even use Codsters on this one. Oh no, Wombo, you tit. What are you doing at that corner? Right, why is it? I see we put the fresh tyres on and go slower. fake is that? This might have worked a bit better in the earlier lobbies, but I think the lobbies are too strong now to make this strategy work. This guy's so hard to overtake because he goes so slow through the corners. So instead of getting a run out the corners and hit the brakes. Now these guys can get through. The cage wasn't very happy with what I did there. Don't think I did anything wrong personally, but you block me, are you? Ah, come on! That's just pure blocking. Driving's terrible. Stuck it on the inside of me, I'll return the favour, buddy. Sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat here, folks. 60 people I'm watching. Thank you very much for your company, folks. Morgs, welcome to the stream. That's it absolutely destroys the tyres. Oh, aye. Yeah, that strategy's not working for us, is it, folks? It's definitely not working. I think that only works if you start at the front. You can actually, you know, you've got a gap to some of the cars behind you, and then you can open that gap as they fight with each other, and then when you pit, you're kind of mid-pack, and then you can... But yeah, pitting from where we are, you end up just so far back that you only just catch them towards the end. But many deaths occurred there. They've done in your P4, by the way, hasn't it? How's your tyres, by the way? Just out of interest in the NSX. Sparks, that's their fast finishing times that Sparks is doing. Sparks has got some serious pace at the moment. I have noticed that Sparks is kind of never been a slow driver, but I think he's upped his pace a little bit just recently. To be fair, Woody boy, when I completely softened the car, I kind of reduced the dampeners right down to as low as they could possibly go. Then it really did affect the performance of the car. But that's kind of an extreme example, I guess. Hippie, welcome to the stream. Front life 90% at the end, wow. So GG's to Sparks, Tonic bringing it home in P2, nice job mate, nice job. McLaren 1-2 at the front, good stuff. You get very messy at the end, didn't it? Very, very messy at the end. But all good, all good. Tempted to give it a go. Happy, you should, you know, don't let, I don't know. I've been in a position where I was kind of scared to race and stuff because of DR and other things like that, and looking back, it was just a bit silly. If you want to race a race, just race it. You know, you can only do your best. If your best isn't good enough on the day, on that race, then so be it. So be it. Just out of interest, I just want to see what other stoppers' tyres look like at the end. Because is the Supra actually any good on tyres? So, when does Rory? Here in the T-pit. So that's actually better than that. That's kind of weird. I don't know if maybe I was doing a lot of battling, but seeing like the first stint, the first 5 lap stint, max power. But then it's considerably worse there. I wonder if that's just been in the traffic. I don't know. How you doing there, Ben? Nice to see you. Just realised we were watching the stream about an hour behind. Yes, done that before. Done that many times myself before. It's definitely easy done. Definitely easy done. Who won the tyre battle out of Sparks and Ooh, Tonics was dead. Sparks looking after the tyres better. Hasnane's rear tyre was dead. So that time's doing at the end, 130.7s. Consta killing the tyres. Oh, but not killing them, but not got much tyres left on his Citroen, but he can still do 29.4 because he's an alien. These guys were fighting me very hard. Oh, it's not Max Power. It's a Spanish driver, G, whose nickname appears to be Max Power, but it's not got Max Power. It's definitely not him. Right, I don't know whether to do one last one in the Citroen and just start trying to finish off with a good result, because that the one stop is not working for us in the Jaguar. Well, we do a no-stopper in the Citroen to finish off. One last race, why not, eh? It's not like I'm doing anything else. Let's just go and check everything's hunky-dory with it. All hunky-dory. Ah, no worries, Jay. One last race then. That's, you know, I think if we're qualified, we could maybe fight for the podium. Who knows? Just. No worries, Tonic. No worries. You maybe cost me a second and a half. I don't think it was going to make a huge difference to my result overall. I was always going to end up in last after my pit stop and have to deal with all the carnage, so I don't think it had a massive influence. See you later, Hugo. Enjoy your lunch, mate. Enjoy your lunch. Appreciate you coming in as always. You don't really feel a whole lot of difference in the way the car handles, Tonic, but I think it gave slightly better tyre wear on the front left tyre on the Citroen anyway, but in terms of the handling, can't say I really noticed any major difference to the handling. for a banzai lap. Not for a decent lap there. Yeah, we could definitely get this down to a 28.4 pretty quickly, I think. We could definitely get this down to a 28.4. Yeah, well, we'll see where we start here, David. Right, so we're starting in P. Wombo. Ah, it's written in the stars, folks. It's written in the stars. Delboy up in P3, Tonic in P4, Choppa in P2. Choppa's going to see the wall if we get that far up to him. Constant at the back. We're aiming for a podium here. Tempo might bin it again, you never know. Austrians in a Supra, so they're not going to do especially well. Scripted. Please don't beat your time, you can't be arsed going back. This is probably what I'll leave my qualifying time on, Jay. There's a fair chance of that. Lovely noise, isn't it? What do you think of that? Oh. That could have been critical. We did those changes to the Maca. Well, I hope they work for you. Hope they work. Sparks is too busy beating everybody. He's away. He's going to come back on tonight. He's looking for a challenge. Welcome back, Neil. Up there. Look after it. I've got a gap behind me, so there's no point putting too much through these tyres in these opening laps. I've got nowhere to go, so now the race is nice and close. We'll just try and look after the tyres. You pay dividends at the end. Let Chopper get away though, guys. Dave, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Far too kind. I don't deserve that, but I very much appreciate it. Super kind of you, thank you very much. Mad Matthew, Never Quit, Lucas Anderson, Mark Booth and L Clark with the gifted memberships, or the recipient. Enjoy the members only content if you've not seen it already. If you're I may have to start making some moves here. Jump is getting away. Sorry, Tonic will have him. I have faith. Tonic's right on him, I see. I'm surprised we can win the car and we find Tonic in a bush. What am I doing? Hey Lucas, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Luck mode disengaged. Oh no, Wombo. Don't have just given yourself a penalty. You've been released. A Wombo Dale Boy Toric. Podium has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Can it happen? Is the question. Evenly matched at the front, everybody's setting similar lap times. Oh, that was risky. Lost a wee bit of rhythm in the Citroen. He's going for the lead. He's taking it. Woohoo! Car, I'm not feeling the turn in. Not feeling the turn in. Dead-eye daylight signs. He likes a wee lunchtime race, to be fair. Quite often jumps on at lunchtime. All closing in the leader. Consta's too far away to be part of it, so SDS, how you doing? Could be a bit of a finish, because I think Hornet's going to come under pressure from chip up because of the tyre there. If they start fighting, it could all close up. Yeah, good SDS, good. We've had a decent stream. Some good fun, some decent results. Tried some different stuff. Some more successful than others. Always get dirty tyres. Keep on the track Dale. Keep that P5, mate. Doc's had some good pace in the Alfa as well. Should be defending for his life. Oh, he's drifting. I gave it everything. Well done, Tonic. And the 29s for the last lap as well on the worn tyres. That's pretty good last lap pace, I think, to keep it in the 29s. Just lost a little bit too much time behind the Austrian driver. Just kind of opened that gap up enough that we couldn't quite get up there. But I think we were 5.5 seconds behind Chipper when we got past. So I think we've done a solid effort there. Solid effort, but yeah, everybody was on point, weren't they? Everybody was really hitting their apexes and keeping it on the track. So yeah, well, happy with that result, happy with that drive to finish off the stream with. Well done to Tonic for taking the P2, taking the fight to the 4C in the McLaren as well. Good to see. Yeah, I thought you would, Del Boy. I know what the McLaren's like. I know I don't think you've raced that much either, so I was just biding my time until your tyres. I could see your tyres were just slowly starting to go off, and I thought you'd be starting to struggle. Still a P5, Del. Still a P5 in the non-OP car. Constant up to P7 from the back. Yeah, good job. I don't know who Dadok is, I must admit. That's not a name I've seen before, but they had some pretty good pace in that Alpha. Dadale Wombo duet. Maybe in the future, you never know. You never know what the future may bring, David. You never know what the future may bring. Right, folks, that's it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Very enjoyable stream, actually. Very enjoyable. Really enjoyed, trying some different stuff with the suspension, trying some different stuff in different cars with the Jaguar. As much as it didn't really work for us, but at least we gave it a go. But I think the results overall were largely pretty decent. I think we're in the top 6 for most of them. The DR's looking a little bit more healthy than it was certainly at the start of the stream. But yeah, good fun, good racing, some hard racing, some interesting racing, and some good racing as well. But enjoyable, have to admit, quite an enjoyable little race. Just a shame it's a bit limited in what you can do with the cars and the strategy, but sometimes you've just got to make the most of what we've got. But yeah, thank you for everyone that came in and raced with us as well. Tonic, Cheesy, Delboy, James as well. Probably a few others. Apologies for forgetting. And yeah, just to appreciate the chat as ever, taking care of itself. Looking flying along, struggling to keep up, and yeah, as I said, it's good not to have to worry about the chat becoming something different to what it is. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I'll be back at some point over the next couple of days with another stream. Do join me for that if you can. Appreciate your company. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll just read what Torrent's saying there about the tyres. Tyres seem better with setup. I was scrubbing them in slip all race and still had a sliver at the end. Nice one, Torrent. Glad to help. Yeah, I definitely find that little change to the suspension on an MR car seems to help that front left tyre. So glad it's worked for you. But yeah, catch you later, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheerio, bye now.